made just for you.
Hello, welcome to Dr. Jeff Talks About Sex and Intimacy, where we explore the science and the soul of sexual wellness. I'm your host, Dr. Jeff Albaugh, a board-certified urology clinical nurse specialist and a certified sexuality counselor. Today, you're joining us for episode 69, The Transforming Power of Gratitude. Whether you're watching us live or if you're listening to the recording later, thank you. Thank you for taking time to join us today and to learn. You are why this podcast exists. We're connected across many platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, X, and LinkedIn. If you're joining us on X, you may want to submit your question. So hop over to YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, or StreamYard so you can interact with us directly. Also, if you're a Facebook person, please follow us. The more people who follow us, the more we can do on Facebook. Go to the website. When you go to the website, you can watch all the incredible episodes with amazing experts. There are, as you can tell, 69 of them. So watch some of those great episodes. You can pull up the calendar and see all the different things that are coming up in the next months. If you go to the website, everything you need is right there. Also, we are streaming. You can take us wherever you're going. Dr. Jeff Talks About Sex and Intimacy while you're working out, while you're on your road trips. Take us along. We're on Spotify. We're on Amazon Music. We're on iHeartRadio. Take us where you go and learn while you're working out or while you're on your road trip. As always, I would like to take a moment to remind everyone that everyone is welcome here. Whatever your sexual orientation, your gender identity, or your relationship style, you are so welcome here. This podcast is for you and about you, and I hope you feel very welcome. The mission of the podcast is pretty simple: to empower and enlighten you with evidence-based scientific information that improves your sexual health and deepens your loving relationships so you can live your one incredible life wholeheartedly, more fully, and with more love. Well, today we are exploring something simple yet remarkably powerful: the role of gratitude in our intimate relationships. Gratitude isn't just being polite or saying thank you. It's a way of seeing our partner, noticing what often goes unsaid, remembering the love grows where appreciation is practiced. Love grows where appreciation is practiced. In long-term relationships, it's easy to focus on what's missing, what's wrong, what our partner forgot to do, how they disappointed us, the ways life feels stressful or routine. Gratitude gently shifts the lens. It helps us recognize effort instead of perfection, connection instead of criticism, and abundance instead of lack, working from a place of abundance rather than scarcity. Research shows that couples who regularly express appreciation experience greater closeness, more satisfying sexual and emotional intimacy, and better resilience when conflict arises. I certainly want more of that in my relationship. So in this episode, I'm going to talk about what gratitude really is. What is it? Why is it so transformative for individuals and couples? And practical ways to bring more appreciation into your everyday life, inside and outside the bedroom. My hope is that you'll leave with a few simple tools to nurture the love you already have in your life. Without further ado, let's talk about gratitude. So, the transforming power of gratitude, and gratitude truly is transforming for you as an individual. Study after study has shown how this simple thing of gratitude can really, really change your life. So, what is gratitude? Well, it's just the quality of being thankful and showing appreciation for what one has received. And whether that's something tangible, whether it's something that you can see like a gift or something that you have in your life, or whether it's something untangible, something like love or kindness that you have received. But it's feeling thankful for that. Um, it involves recognizing those things, acknowledging those positive aspects of life, experience, and people in your life. That's really what gratitude is. It's that thankfulness and that acknowledgement and that bringing to light of those things that really are pretty wonderful in your life every day, but sometimes get overlooked. That's gratitude. Very powerful. There are many benefits to gratitude, and I want to just talk about those a little bit. First off, positive emotion. Gratitude fosters positive emotions, which contribute to psychological resilience. That means bouncing back psychologically when you're down. Things are going to happen in our life that bring us down, but resilience is so important. And that's what it does, was improve and contribute to resilience and also just general well-being. So positive emotions and well-being is what it really does in your life. It does contribute to your mental health. It reduces symptoms of, and this is evidence-based, this is from the science. It reduces depression, symptoms of depression and anxiety. It fosters this, again, sense of well-being, and it enhances mental activity. Also, it has a cognitive behavioral mechanism. What does that mean? It means your brain, your thoughts, and your behaviors are connected. Gratitude shifts focus away from negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts encourage a more positive outlook and changes your behavior. So when we think about cognitive behavioral therapy or mechanisms, we're working on changing our thoughts, the thoughts that drive our behavior. Sometimes changing our behavior, maybe to improve our thoughts as well. But there's that brain body connection that's so important. They don't exist separate from each other, they really are connected. Also, there's a biochemical impact. Practicing gratitude shifts the focus. It really does. There's a link to increase the neurotransmitters in your body. So it has a biochemical effect. So there's this gratitude has a link to neurotransmitters, really important neurotransmitters that we've talked about before on the podcast, like dopamine and also serotonin, which enhance mood. Dopamine causes you to be more attracted and stay attracted to your partner. It enhances mood and it improves overall health. Dopamine is one of those things that increases when you enjoy something good or you have pleasure too. So dopamine is an important neurotransmitter, and it's activated often with gratitude. So is serotonin. Serotonin is something that we increase when people are depressed or anxious. So those medicines that sometimes are taken for that are so popular and so many people are on, are serotonin reuptake inhibitors. So they increase serotonin. So that's really important for us to remember as well. Now, also, there are physical health benefits too. That's important for us to remember. So those physical benefits are associated with lower blood pressure, improved sleep quality, and enhanced immune function. Wow. I know as you get older, sleep can be really challenging, but actually gratitude can improve some of that quality of sleep, as well as lowering your blood pressure. Wow, that can be a really important thing too. And just who doesn't need better immune function, especially when we get to some of those months where cold season comes in, flu season, COVID, all the different things that can happen. Also, it can impact your relationship, and we'll dive deeper into this in a few minutes, but it can strengthen bonds, research shows. It can increase communication and the quality of communication, so how you communicate and the amount of communication, and it fosters empathy, which means understanding, being able to put yourself in the other person's place, and mutual respect. So lots of good things that it does with your relationship. And we're going to explore that a little more in just a minute. And then it just improves your overall life satisfaction, which is just how you feel about your life. So, some great, great benefits to gratitude. So, how do we practice gratitude in our life? How do we infuse our life with more gratitude? Because study after study shows it can improve mental health, happiness, overall well being. So, how can we do that? Gratitude journal, really simple way. Now, maybe you're like, oh, a journal, that's kind of woo woo, but it's very simple. You keep a journal at your bedside or somewhere where you can grab it with a pen inside, and you write down things you are thankful for. This habit cultivates positivity in your life, and it really does help you. So you write down today, what are 3 things I'm grateful for? What is 1 thing I'm grateful for? Very simple. And it doesn't have to be fancy. It doesn't have to be paragraphs or sentences, but just bullet points. What are you grateful for? Gratitude journals. They can be life changing. You probably have heard Oprah talk about it before, but a gratitude journal can really help infuse your life with the practice of gratitude. It's a simple thing. Verbal expressions, saying thank you and expressing appreciation. Sometimes this is to yourself, to others, texting them, sometimes just texting your friend to say, I really appreciate how you've shown up in my life. I'm so glad you're a part of my life. Or, and it reminds you how important that person is to you. Sometimes reminding yourself, I just want to let myself know that I am so grateful for my warm blanket today on a cold day, or the breeze on my face on a hot day. What are you grateful for, and how can you express it verbally? Acts of kindness, performing thoughtful gestures and helping others. This is another thing that improves overall mental health and well being. So, acts of kindness that you do for others and that you do for yourself. Really, really important. It really, and what's amazing is it's reciprocal. It helps the giver and the receiver. Mindfulness and reflection, just taking time to reflect on what you're thankful for. Some people call that savoring, and researchers have found that savoring is something that increases happiness and overall well being. So, savoring is kind of taking time to reflect on, like before you go on a vacation, getting excited and savoring the thoughts of what it might be, afterwards reflecting on what it was and the great moments of your vacation. So, what are you thankful for? And really kind of taking time to reflect on that. Very simple things, but ways that you can practice gratitude, easy ways to infuse your life with more gratitude. So, this can facilitate also meditation, but mindfulness is really just being present. We did a podcast on this. You can go back and look at that, but it's just fully being present. You can also do meditation mindfulness, but being mindful means in this moment you're present, you're not being mindless. But meditation can pull you deeper into gratitude, reflection, peace, calm, serenity. Quiet contemplation, very powerful practices that can be life changing. So, how can gratitude help in a relationship? Well, one study showed in 2012 3 different things. Gratitude serves to help you find new, good, meaningful relationships. So, find new relationships in your life, and new friends, new people in your life that add gratitude in there. It can remind you of individuals of value in your existing relationships. Like thinking, wow, I'm so grateful for my parent, or I'm so grateful for my child, or I'm so grateful for my friend. Just reminding you of the value of those relationships. And it can bind you closer together in the relationships that are important to you as well. This framework helps explain how gratitude can deepen emotional bonds with others. So you can look that study up as well. I have all of the references listed later for you. It increases intimacy. Expressing gratitude helps partners to feel more valued, more seen and acknowledged and valued by the other person, and more connected to that person, fostering a sense of that closeness and really intimacy, feeling seen, heard, and valued and known by that person without feeling judged. Intimacy. Who doesn't want more of that? It also improves communication. It opens up openness to expressing feelings. Gratitude makes us feel like we can express those emotions and feelings more authentically and accurately with our partner, leading to better communication. So that can really help as well. It can reduce misunderstandings. That seems interesting, but when partners express gratitude, research shows it can minimize potential conflicts because it increases positivity. As John and Julie Gottman, the great couple researchers, say, it can increase positivity, and positivity in a relationship is what carries you through everything, even those difficult times. One of the most important things in a relationship, according to the Gottman theory, which is built in research with thousands of couples over decades of research, overall positivity is so important. And so it can increase that positivity, which can also decrease misunderstandings and things like that, which improves your overall harmony in your relationship. It can increase relationship satisfaction through positive reinforcement, mutual respect, and appreciation. So, regular expression of gratitude can reinforce positive behaviors, making partners feel appreciated and valued. Mutual respect and appreciation is just mutual expression of gratitude, promoting a culture, that culture in your relationship of respect and appreciation, leading to enhanced relationship satisfaction. Pretty great things that it does for your relationship. What else? Enhanced relationship maintenance. So now we know it helps with all that communication and stuff, and that can really help with commitment and investment. This is a study from 2013 that showed gratitude acknowledges the partner's effort and investment in the relationship. So it acknowledges that this is important and I'm invested in it, promoting commitment and a willingness to work on and maintain this relationship. That speaks volumes to your partner. It's a motivator and a buffer. Gratitude acts as a motivator to continue contributing more positivity. And remember, positivity is what makes a marriage or a long-term relationship sustain and last. Positivity. So that's really important. And it can also buffer against relationship stressors. Stressors are going to happen. Conflict is inevitable, but when it comes along, when you've built up the positivity, that bank account of positivity, that negativity doesn't bankrupt that love bank account. Again, that's also from some of the work of John and Julie Gottman. So, it also has a bidirectional impact. So, gratitude's contagious. When one partner expresses gratitude, it prompts more gratitude. So, it's a reciprocal kind of thing, which is really a wonderful thing to infuse gratitude into the relationship. It adds to longevity and stability. So regular gratitude expression has been linked to greater relational stability. So keeping the relationship stable and maintaining it, and lower chances of breakup. Lots of good benefits for your relationship. So I highly recommend you think about how you can infuse gratitude in your personal life because it helps you, and in your relationship with your partner. Here's some of the references. I just wanted to show you of some of the studies that have shown some of this important information. And remember always, you can go back to the Gottman Institute website to learn more about what they say about what makes a marriage work and what makes couples work. There's a couple websites, Greater Good Science Center, Gratitude Journal apps, lots of things you can download for free to help you. Here's a few other references as well from some of those studies that were so important to how gratitude helps in a relationship. In summary, gosh, gratitude can be transforming in so many positive ways. So, gratitude can enhance your relationship satisfaction. It can improve your communication, increase stability of your relationship, and cause reciprocal gratitude, infusing your relationship with overall positivity. And you can't go wrong with that. So, practice gratitude. It's a wonderful, wonderful practice. And I think you'll find it can be very, very helpful. So, this this episode has really been about gratitude, which I thought was, I think is one of the most life-changing things that you can infuse your life with. Gratitude is transforming, and I hope it transforms your life. Let's go to our centering exercise, as we always do, and let's just kind of get embodied and back into our body as we work through some of this that we've learned about the transforming power of gratitude. As we come to the end of our time together, I want to invite you into a brief moment of gratitude. If you can, allow your body to settle. Okay, uncross your arms, relax your shoulders, take a slow breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Bring to mind your partner or someone you love deeply. Picture their face for a moment. Instead of thinking about what you wish were different, let yourself notice one small thing you appreciate about them. Maybe their sense of humor. Humor can be a wonderful thing. Their patience, the way they show up for you and are present for you, or simply their true presence in your life that you're grateful for. Keep breathing in your nose, out your mouth. Silently say the words, "Thank you for being in my life. Thank you for being in my life." Now notice what happens in your body as you focus that appreciation. You may feel warmth, softness, or even emotion. Whatever you feel is okay. Before you return to your day, consider one simple action you could take in the next 24 hours to express that gratitude. Maybe a text, maybe a touch, maybe a kind word, or just a moment of undivided attention and presence. Take one more gentle breath in and out. Thank you for spending this time with me. May gratitude continue to shape the way you love and the way you are loved. Vic, can you tell us what's up next week on Dr. Jeff Talks About Sex and Intimacy?
Well-meaning marriage advice is everywhere, but much of it leaves couples feeling stuck, misunderstood, or even more disconnected. In this episode, Dr. Jeff sits down with relationship coach and educator Monica Tanner to unpack the most common myths couples are told about marriage and why they often fail in real life. Together, they explore evidence and practical strategies that truly strengthen communication, deepen intimacy, and help couples build relationships that work in the real world. Join us on May 5th at 7 p.m. Central Time to learn more.
I want to take this final opportunity to just thank you for spending time with us today. My hope and prayer for you is that gratitude transforms your life, increases your overall wellness, and helps you to know every day how many beautiful, miraculous things show up in your life. May gratitude fill your life and make you more thankful and more grateful, improving your well-being. Thank you.
Dr. Jeff talks about sex